Okay, so sequence-wise at setup, as we said previously, there was definitely a reach to the golf ball. I mean, the gap between your hands and your legs there, just way too far. Too much tension now in the back of the shoulder blades. The arms aren't under as much control really from the body as they should be, and you're losing power. Obviously, your arms further away from your body are going to be weaker, so therefore can't create as much speed nor the control. So when you're swinging from that position, it's going to be very difficult to make sort of a consistent swing. So put the club down with your left arm only, which is fine, making sure that we actually grip the club with both hands before we start setting the feet. So now you can see, just sort of tilt the body forward, so you're over the ball there. Now your spine and your club are in a sort of roughly 90-degree angle there where you want to be, and the arms are hanging down a lot more from the shoulder. The gap there now has shrunk considerably. Okay, so now we're over the golf ball in a better position. Feet alignment is square. In terms of the feet, that's square, but just make sure this toe doesn't turn out too much. The reason why, if it turns out a little bit, it will restrict your twisting through the ball, and if we can't twist through as well, sometimes you can't square the club face up on occasions. So this one here was a good one. It went back nicely. Again, no rising on it. You see your head staying nice and level there. No problem with your head lifting at all. Good strike of the golf ball, and you can already see your right foot now coming off the ground. If we sort of zoom in there, your foot action there with your right side coming through pretty good, and the ball then sailing down the range. You can sort of see, sort of shooting down the range there, nice and straight to a full sort of follow through. What I would suggest, though, that right side could twist through a little bit more. So that would be for me sort of the main swing thought, that when you're in a better position, you actually then get your body to work better if we sort of stay back on the right side, because from this position it's very hard to rotate all the tension down the back of your shoulder blades. It's very hard for your body to function effectively. Okay, so get in the right position now with that setup, and that's for every single club. So there's no sort of point to aim the club to your belt buckle or your belly button or anything. It's going to be different for each club, because every club's different height and different lengths, obviously. Alright, so put the club down flat on the ground as it wants to sit. Left hand is your dominant hand, so put the club down with your left hand, but gripping it with both hands. That's the key thing. Make sure you get both hands on the club, then you set your body around that, because we're going through the information that we know. We know the club goes behind the golf ball, we know the hands go on there. If we go with the club first and then you put your feet down second, how far do your feet go from the golf ball? We are just guessing. No one's got the number from the golf ball to your feet. It'll be different for every club. Can you accurately tell me, you could eyeball it to the exact millimetre it's got to be? Because we know this game is a game of inches. If you're that far off impact, there's trees or whatever it may be. So go through information, club first, then grip, and then set your body. I say from there now we can then twist the body through.
What I have been told in the past, of course, with a driver. I mean, whereas with an iron, you have the club like in the middle of your feet.
It's more towards centre. The driver's left heel. You place it opposite your left heel. So that, and the reasons for that is purely because when you're setting up to a golf ball with a driver, the ball being on a T peg. Okay, in my good drawings. Okay, if this was the sort of centre of your body there, okay, and the club was coming down and then up, you'd be catching the ball too much on the way down, so therefore with 10 degrees aloft you drive it very low, or you could potentially go underneath the golf ball because the ball's on that T-peg. Okay, so what you do is you move the ball further forward, which in effect then puts your centre of your body behind the golf ball, so now your swing arc is on the way up, so when you make contact with the ball, you're hitting up on the ball slightly to catch it more in the sweet spot, get that ball up in the air, the ball a bit further. So by moving it left of centre, or towards that left heel, we're now hitting it later in the swing. So in effect, more on the way up, as opposed on the way down. Does that make sense?
It'll lift and travel.
Yeah, you'll get the loft you're looking. You've only got 10 degrees with that club. Ideally, looking at sort of 10 to 14 degrees of launch. When you've got 10 degrees, you've got to add 4 degrees to that by being slightly on the way up with the strike. Okay.
That's
10.5, yes, the loft. Yeah.
Because to me that looks fairly flat.
Yeah, it is pretty much 10.5 degrees, not a lot, is it? So. Good stuff. Okay, have a few shots then to do that and just try and get that feeling of that twisting through the ball if we can do. And we'll go from there, okay?